All right. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about specifically?
Um, I don't know. Yo, yesterday was really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tell me about that. I want to hear. I want to hear about that.
So I went to this thing called So Far Sounds, and I guess they're like a company that sets up small, intimate music gigs, and you sign up on their website. I feel like I'm sponsored by them.
I was thinking that too. You're doing like an
I'm
ad
like,
read.
I'm doing an ad read, and I'm going to surprise Zane with a car that So Far Sounds has given to me. But yeah, um, but
How
I
was it?
left like 10 minutes after it started, so yeah, I'm
Wait,
not
why?
involved. Um, so they're really strict about you coming on time, on you being respectful and silent and blah blah blah, right?
Okay.
They're like, we're not gonna let anybody in after 8 p.m. It starts at 7:30, so there's like a 30-minute window when you can enter.
Okay.
And then this lady. So first of all, I chose to sit at the very front because I'm like dumb. And my friends are texting me like, "Yo, I don't think we're gonna make it." I'm like, "How late are you gonna be?" They're like 30 minutes. I'm like, "Okay, like we're definitely not. They're definitely not gonna make it." Um,
Oh.
this lady comes and she's like, "Okay, everyone, please be quiet. Don't say anything. Don't be on your phones. Blah blah." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you got to be really respectful here." And I already had a couple drinks, so then my friends told me to come outside, and I got up and I'm in the very front. We're all sitting on like our asses, and then like I fell. So like I tripped like as soon as
Oh
I
my
got up
God.
in front of everybody while this guy's playing. And
Oh my goodness.
I
Please.
had like I had my plastic cup in my hand, and I like went to like grab myself from falling, and it like scrunched, like it like scrunched the surface. And then and then I just tripped a bit, but then I heard people like these ladies behind me are like like they're gasping that I like tripped. I'm like, chill, bro. And then I just ran outside. Um, yeah. And then I went
And
to
then
meet my
what? And then
friends.
what'd you do?
Meant to meet my
Okay.
friends. We went to a Harry Potter themed bar. I got I got a drink. I forgot what it was called now. Um, they had a drink there called the Dementor's Kiss, and it's like a ghost pepper tequila shot.
Wow.
I did
That
not
sounds
get
really
that.
nice.
Yeah, I did not get that, but yeah. And then we went to a house, and the house had a show in it, which was insane to me.
That's crazy. Okay, so that makes sense. I thought you finished that event and then you met up with a few people that you met there, and then they took you to a house party
Oh
or they had a concert.
no, no, no. One of my friends, he knows this guy, and they had a house, and they were just having a show there,
Wow, that's amazing.
which is it's just insane to me. I was astounded. I was like, wow, there's a community. Like, there's no way you would find out about this unless you actually knew this person. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how do you even get invited to that?
Exactly. Like, and then when I was there, I realized like this is what being plugged into like the music scene like feels like.
Yeah, man, that's insane.
Yeah, I'm. I don't know. I don't know if I liked. Like, I enjoyed it, but like it felt kind of weird being there. Um,
The So Far event,
no, no, no. The
the
So
house.
Far event was good. The house, yeah.
I mean, okay, was at least the music good?
The music was good. It was very psychedelic.
Okay, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah. There was like a main guy. He was like 40 years old, and it felt like he's like the band leader, I guess, or that's what he was trying to like be, and it felt kind of
Okay.
weird. At one point, he like started conducting everybody, like a conductor in orchestra.
Yeah.
He was conducting everybody. I'm like, oh, okay,
Wow.
yeah.
You think that's like one of the main music scenes, or do you think there's a lot throughout wherever you are?
Like, what do you mean?
Because like
Like
you
rock?
said, this is what it feels like to be plugged into the music scene.
Mhm.
Do you think that's like one group, or do you think that's like there's multiple groups and that's just one of them?
I think it's multiple groups, and that's just one, because it's in Toronto, so it's a big city, and
Yeah.
it's like very like indie, like it's very small, and I feel like we have a bigger R&B scene in Toronto, then we have a rock, like psychedelic rock scene.
Definitely, yeah. So do you think I should still go to
I
my
want to
event?
I want to be plugged in.
You think I should still go to my event?
Yeah, you should 100% go.
Okay, because I don't know. I was having mixed feelings about it. I'm probably not gonna like the songs if I'm being honest.
No, you might like it. How do you know?
I I saw some of the people that were there, like that are slated to perform, and it's super like I don't know what the word is. I guess it's like very folk. It's like a folk band
Oh, it's folk. Okay.
and folk artists, and like I don't really like that. It's like Mumfords and Sons type
Mumford and
shit.
Sons.
I don't
Yo,
care.
Mumford and Sons are good, bro.
Okay, no, I'm not saying they're like that, but like the same genre. It's like a shittier version of that.
No, I don't like Mumford and Sons. And then Of Monsters and Men. I always get those two mixed up.
I've never heard of the second one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might go. It's like I don't think anyone's gonna come with me because everyone has like midterms and final exams now. Like we're in the home stretch, so I'll just go alone.
Okay.
And hopefully I'll find some cool people.
Yeah, I said a couple words to a couple people.
Yeah. How was that?
It was meh. It was very meh. And yeah, so the guy who performed at mine, he was described. His girlfriend described himself as John Mayer and Post Malone put together.
You're joking, right?
No, it's serious.
Okay, is that what he sounded like?
He sounded like John Mayer. I will give you that. Post Malone, I don't think so.
Wow, what a combo! Can you imagine?
John Mayer and Post Malone.
That would be amazing. What the fuck?
That would be pretty good. I feel like, yeah, that'd be pretty good. You know, maybe I'll go for that.
Maybe you'll go for that. Okay, one last thing that I wanted to talk about was the OK symbol.
The OK symbol, yeah.
So,
what's happening?
So I'm sure you know that it's officially a hate sign.
I see it, yeah.
The OK symbol.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Something occurred to me like a few days ago as I was thinking about it.
What?
So if I'm not mistaken, Pepe the Frog, the meme died, right? Like the creator of the meme. Okay, actually I should go back. So in the first half of like the 2010s, Pepe the Frog became a meme, and everyone used it because you could turn into anything pretty much, right? Like you could have it to be like negative, positive, like anxious, whatever. So then eventually there was these 4chan people that started using it as like a way of spreading hate or like anti-Semitism. So the creator of Pepe the Frog, he said that like, okay, we have to save Pepe. He like made this fundraiser.
Okay.
And he said like, we have to save Pepe. I forgot exactly what the fundraiser was for, but it turned out that like not enough people raised enough money, and he officially died. So now people on 4chan, they decided to create another symbol of white supremacy, like Pepe, and they chose on the OK symbol as like a troll kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
And like that's fine and everything, but then it actually started to have an effect on like people who were white supremacists. Like people were like slightly like using the OK symbol in like pictures and shit, right? Like prominent people that were getting fired, like elected officials or like I don't know, undergraduates in Harvard, things like that. So what I realized was that the reason why it got so popular is because like trolls and like demeanors, people who actually want to spread that type of stuff, they work so well together. Because in each party, it's like a symbiotic relationship. In each party, the person gets what he wants or she wants. Like the troll wants a reaction, and demeanors want to spread the hate and spread the message.
Yep.
So it's like a synergy, like perfect synergy of like the message being spread. And that's like super dangerous to think about. because it starts with the OK symbol, and that's almost a troll.
Yeah.
But like, what can it lead to? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
I feel like so on 4chan, these guys are like, at least I remember the Pepe stuff. They were just trying to make like a joke, or like they were trying to troll. Like they wanted to be a troll.
Yeah.
Right. And then it like took off as an actual supposedly hate symbol. I don't think this will like go the same way.
I don't think so either. But it's just like it's crazy that it can happen.
Yeah, it is crazy that it can happen.
And I fully understand why, because if you're a white supremacist and like 4chan creates like a pre-made symbol for you, why would you not use it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it spreads even faster.
I think it's pretty funny.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. I think it's so funny.
Like, I think this is like a good troll.
Mm-hmm.
Like turning something like that into a hate symbol. But
okay, it's not funny, but like it's kind of funny.
I mean, it's like a good prank. And I guess that's like also one of the products of like the social media society we have going on. That stuff like this can happen.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because with 4chan, it's like a forum for anything, right? You can say whatever you want. But like, who's running it? Like, is there a company that's behind it all, running its servers and shit? Because they have to like have some form of like.
They do have some sort of regulation.
Yes, some regulation or like some rules behind it.
I think the guy who created 4chan, didn't he like sell it, or like didn't he say that he's gonna like stop working on it and stuff?
Yeah, I remember something like that.
Oh, yeah, he stepped down in 2015.
Okay. Well, that's when it really started popping off.
Yeah. And now there's also stuff like 8chan and stuff where there's even less regulation.
I forgot about 8chan. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. You gotta make 16chan.
I never go on 4chan though.
Okay, this is the last thing that I had on the list. Have you heard about the new Call of Duty?
The what?
The new Call of Duty.
I have heard about it. Yeah.
Bro, it looks amazing. Like, actually looks like one of the Call of Duties from like back in the day. And it's a lot of people on Twitch are actually watching it and streaming it. Like, it's a big thing.
I haven't watched any like serious gameplay, like any commentaries or anything, but I have heard my friends talk about it. It looks like? It looks like Battlefield, and like when you shoot the gun, there's a lot of recoil. I realized.
Yeah. It does. It's like a Battlefield plus Call of Duty like hybrid. Like, not really, but kind of in terms of aesthetics.
Maybe this will revive COD.
Yeah, for a year anyways, until they fuck it up next year.
Yeah, I really do believe like they kind of broke COD.
Yeah, man. Like they
released so many bad games in a row.
Yeah, and the thing is, like they took a big jump, no pun intended, when they started putting in the jetpacks.
Yeah,
like that's a big jump from like the arcade gameplay that was already in COD.
I think they went. Why'd they do that? Like, what the heck?
It's just a way to innovate the game, but I think it backfired on them. However, I will say it was really fun playing with the jetpacks.
Really?
Because I think I told you this before, but there's a controller scheme that you can change, and like you become OP when you use that controller scheme. So when you jump and you hold X, like to jump, that's how you use the jetpack, right? So you're flying around and you can aim. But what you can do is you can change your right stick and like hold down on it and use that to jump.
Okay.
So you can like pretty much press down on your right stick and fly around. And while you're doing that, you can also aim.
So instead of like the drop shot, we got the jump, like a jump type, like a Halo type
Yeah.
of jump shot.
Yeah, essentially. And like while you're in midair, you can like track projectiles and shit. So it kind of like makes you OP in a way if you're really good at it.
This game looks really good.
Yeah, it does, right? So like what I wanted
Yeah.
what I want to talk about is like I'm so conflicted because I really want to play this. Like the 13-year-old me is like it's so excited.
Yeah,
I just want to like get
yeah.
my hands on it.
Yeah.
But I can't because I know that if I do, I'm gonna get fucking addicted, or at least play it quite a bit.
Yeah. You don't want to do that, eh?
No, like with video games for me now, it's like I can only play single player games. Because with that, it's like a story that I'm following and there's like payoff. But with multiplayer games, it's like as soon as you die, you want to get back in there.
Yeah. I also know what you mean. But I don't know. I don't feel a pull towards games as much as I used to when I was younger.
Yeah. I mean, of course, now that we're grown up, it's like it's like in the back of our minds. But anytime you see it, it's like, fuck, dude, I want to get my hands on a controller.
Yeah, because like watching this, I'm like watching the Korean Savage play a game, and I'm like, damn, man, like this is like bringing back so many nice like feelings of just like shooting people,
Yeah.
But I know if I play this game, I'm not gonna feel that way.
You don't think so?
Maybe for a bit, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to capture that feeling that I had when I used to play COD when I was like 14.
Yeah, because then like nothing really matters. Like you don't have to like do anything once you get off the game.
Oh my goodness. I'm actually really sad that they messed up COD.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm okay with it.
I feel like if back in the day, gaming was the biggest thing on YouTube.
Oh, 100%. It still is one of the biggest things.
It still is one of the biggest things.
Yeah, like with Fortnite, it's crazy.
True.
And even Minecraft, it's weird. Minecraft has made a big resurgence.
Really?
Yeah, because a few months ago, PewDiePie started posting Minecraft videos.
Oh.
And that's like the only thing he did for like 2 months. He's still doing it now, I think. But like if you look at the Google trends for Minecraft, it's like in the beginning it was low, and then in 2012 it like goes up, and then from 2012 to 2015 it gets down, and then all of a sudden in 2019 it's up again. It's like going through a second cycle almost.
Wow, yeah, I see it.
That's the power of Pewds, dude.
I don't get PewDiePie. I don't get why people watch him.
What do you mean? Have you watched him?
No, I've never like finished an entire episode.
Okay, I don't get why people watch his like gameplay videos, because those are boring. Like the thing I really watch him for is like his commentary and stuff. Like he does really good social commentary.
Really?
Yeah, like when any type of drama is happening with YouTube, like the whole reason I know about that the new YouTube terms of services where you have to like say it's for kids or not, is because he did a whole video on it, and like it's an in-depth analysis on like how it can affect YouTube. So in terms of that type of stuff, he's like very well versed because he's been on the platform for so long, and he's quite literally the biggest individual creator. So I think there's definitely value in what he has to say. But in terms of like Minecraft videos or like even like random games that like indie games that I've never heard, like I'm not gonna watch that. It's not worth my time. Yo, I'm watching this Korean Savage gameplay. What the fuck?
The Bison, that one?
Holy shit. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'm watching it too. This is like an AK-74U.
Yeah.
Or like, I think there was a gun in Modern Warfare 3 that had a ammo reloading thing like that.
Yeah, it started with a P, didn't it? Maybe.
Oh, PP2000, maybe?
No, not that. I know what you're talking about though. It's like the same reload animation.
Yeah, it's like a circle.
Oh my god, dude! Fuck. I want to play this so bad.
Was it after Modern Warfare 3 is when Advanced Warfare came out?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3. I think.
Or was it? Wait, was there a Black Ops 3?
There was, yeah. But I don't think
And
that was after Modern Warfare 3.
hmm.
Black Ops 3 was actually very good. I like that one.
Isn't that the one where they had like you could choose a character and they had like a special ability and stuff?
Yep.
Hmm.
Is this the game where you have to like regain health by using the needle? Or is that the last game?
What's that?
Uh, okay, so like in the last year's version, I forgot what it's called, but pretty much instead of like automatically regaining your health, you
Mm-hmm.
have an L1 button where you press it and you regain health with a needle, and it reloads like every
Oh.
5 seconds or something.
Oh.
So it's like a new mechanic.
Black Ops 4, maybe.
Yeah, I think maybe, I don't know.
Okay, so Black Ops 2 came out, then Ghost came out. Ghost was a really bad game. Then
Yeah, that was
Advanced
like a MW2 reskin, or MW3 reskin, I should say.
uh yeah, it all went downhill after Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
They had such a run though.
Yeah, they did. They had a really good run. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, so like with that needle, it's like a way of it's like a way of like reinventing the meta of the game, right?
Yep.
But I think other games do it so much better. And by other games, I just mean Fortnite. That's the only game I'm talking about.
Really?
Dude, they have this new chapter 2, and I haven't
Mm-hmm.
played any of it, but like I've seen gameplay, and they do such a good job of like completely changing the game and how people play it, and like getting new players to get invested into it. Like they do such a good job of it. Like
So
what
the
they
entire gameplay is different, or the meta is different?
yeah, like they changed the entire map, and along with that, they also changed a bunch of like new shit. Like you remember the hunting rifle?
Yeah.
Like they took that out. There's only like scoped weapons. They have a lot more explosives like
Mm-hmm.
RPGs, and they don't do as much damage, but they have a lot of like that type of stuff.
Okay.
And the thing is, with the new map, they have these ravines like rivers, where if you build on top, you cannot take any fall damage if you fall inside of it.
Okay.
So it's like it's really cool when you go around the map at the end game and you see all these different like rivers. There's always builds on top of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like really interesting to see how people play the game. And
Mm.
the biggest thing that I noticed was there's a new weapon that takes up two slots in your inventory, and it's like a bandage type thing where if you can go around and collect bandages because no one ever uses them, and you can shoot the gun at your feet and it'll heal yourself like instantly. So it's such a cool way of like introducing new weapons and like changing the meta. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it every time.
Yeah, I think that's what Fortnite's good at, is to like keep it fresh, keeping stuff fresh. Like they've always been trying to do that. So
Yeah.
I guess good. I should check it out. Check out the new map and stuff.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna send you a video. I want you to see like how crazy it is now because it is way different.
Is Tifu still playing?
Yep, I think so. Here, I'll link you a video of him. I think there's a good one.
Or should I say Corinna's boyfriend?
Oh yeah, Corinne's boyfriend.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
Why?
I want Corinna and Todd.
They used to date, didn't they?
They did. They dated.
Okay,
Okay, I'm
here.
watching this guy play.
Wait, which one are you watching?
My first victory in Fortnite Chapter 2.
Okay. Okay, I started it. Yeah, they do a good job of reinventing it, and it makes sense because in this world where everything is like new and consumable, and everyone has such a short attention span,
Mm-hmm.
it's good that they update it to keep things like engaged.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for the people that work on this though, the developers,
Why?
because they're like slaves.
Yeah, I've heard that like game development is very, very intense and hard, long hours and stuff like that.
I read an article that they don't even sign or they don't even hire like proper employees. It's like people on contracts, like 2 week contracts.
What?
So yeah, so like they don't have proper benefits too. Like
Oh,
it's just like a paid by the hour type thing.
oh, yeah. When I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna be because I was really into gaming. I was like, I'm gonna be a game developer when I grow up.
Hmm.
Um, and then now I realize it's kind of fucked
I think more than game developing, I would be really interested in game marketing
in marketing. Hmm.
because that's really like what you're interested in, right? Like low key. Like it's not the
Mar-
actual game, it's like
it's,
what how the game looks and like how you get marketed.
yeah, that's true. Just any type of
Okay.
marketing. Like marketing probably changed so much in the last 10 years.
Yeah, man. Okay, this is a boring gameplay. I'm gonna show you a good one.
Bro, Fortnite sucks. It's all boring.
Okay, watch this one here. I'm gonna message it to you.
Oh, they changed the drinking animation.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's what I'm watching right now.
You're watching that?
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, I feel bad for all these Twitch streamers.
Why? Because they have to work long hours too.
They just have to like play Fortnite for like 8 hours a day every day.
Yeah. How many of these guys do you think don't even like it anymore?
I would say, well, right now I think they like it because it's in a new season or a new chapter.
Uh-huh.
But like I think a few months ago when it was like really stale, like for a year, it was
Mm.
the same map. I think people got like very numb to it. I don't think they liked it very much.
Mm.
Okay, you see this guy, like what he's using?
Yeah, I see like that 2 weapon slot thing. And I also see
Yeah,
him over like a river right now.
over a river.
I mean, I'm like further along.
Okay, what are you at right now? I want to get to where you're at.
I'm at 10 minutes.
Oh wow, 10 minutes. Okay.
There's like a fucking boat.
Yeah, he's shooting at him.
Oh, and it becomes a like Land Rover.
Dude, this is insane. Like, look at the way they're flanking. This is crazy. Like, there's actually like strategy behind it.
Yeah.
But do you really think that gaming is like a proper, like the league and like competitive gaming? Do you think it's like a proper industry? Like,
Mm,
I don't know how it can be one.
see, I'm always very like slow to get it to like accept, not to accept, but to like uh get into the stuff or like agree that okay, this stuff is good. So I'm always very pessimistic
Okay.
about new things like this. So I feel like it's not, but there's a lot of like a ton of people watch esports every year. It's a
Yeah,
really big
but
industry.
I guess like my thing with it is I don't see how it's viable for the players. Like I understand the audience. That's
Mm,
definitely there. But I think like for example with Call of Duty, the game changes every single year.
mm-hmm,
So how are you supposed to keep up with the different metas and the different mechanics for the if you're a player
mm,
and keep at the top of your game? And like I don't know how the leagues would work like
that's
with
true.
teams. Like I just don't understand.
Like it's working right now. Like people are, it's probably like $1 billion industry and stuff. But
Well, yeah, I mean with Fortnite especially because it's just one game.
mm-hmm. but um, but you're right. It is very unstable. Like the reason, not the reason, but one of the good things about sports is that it doesn't change very often.
Yeah, and, like you can change like certain things in the sport. Like for example, in hockey, in overtime now it's 3v3, which is actually very good. Like it changes up the game
Three
completely.
v three only.
Yeah, in overtime.
Oh,
and it's like 5 minutes of 3v3, so it's like very fast paced, and it's like a lot. It's more fun to watch, pretty much. But the inherent game, the plan, or like the motive or the objective is still the same.
Yeah, like in basketball, they added a 3-point line, obviously, a few years ago,
Yeah.
and that was a big thing. But I don't see them making big changes like that very often. But stuff like that might be common in gaming. There's always like meta changes, and there's always patches to like change weapons and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, I read a few days ago, I don't know if this was the NBA, but they were thinking of changing up like the way that the seating works, I believe.
They're gonna pull it. Wait, the seating. Okay, yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was. I'm trying to find it. But they're like trying to make drastic changes to like how the season works, because apparently viewership is like at an all-time low for the NBA right now. Yeah, I can't find it, but
I feel
anyways,
like this season is going very well.
dude, I have not been keeping up at all.
There,
Have you been keeping up?
yeah, kind of. We're like I think we're officially in a new era now.
The NBA?
Yeah, with Luka and Trey and LeBron being in the Lakers, with the Clip. I feel like we're like with the Golden State Warriors basically being like they've fallen off the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have entered a new era, and yeah, it's really interesting now.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, it's crazy how much difference one year can make.
That's what I like about sports. It's always like new faces coming in.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want like a crazy player, like a
Bro,
LeBron type player.
yo, Luca is actually like I don't know if he's like that, but he's kind of like that.
No, because
He's having an
when I'm
MVP season right now.
really MVP.
Yeah,
Yo, I'm
yeah.
gonna search this guy up right now. What is his name?
Luca, Luka.
Luka Doncic. Let's see his averages.
30, 10, and 9.
Wow. What the fuck?
He's 20. Let's look at MVP tracker, NBA.
Yo, he's going off.
Yeah. Right now, it's either him, Harden, or LeBron, or maybe even Giannis.
Really, LeBron?
LeBron is playing really good, and the
No,
Lakers are really good right now.
yeah, I guess. I don't know. What I was saying earlier was like I don't think Luka is like a LeBron type player. Not because he's not good or anything. I think it's because like a LeBron type player is extremely marketable. That's like a big part of his brand. Well, I mean that is his brand. He's like, you know what I mean? Like he can relate to like a lot of people in America.
Yeah, LeBron. Like he was so hyped when he came into the league.
Yeah, and it's kind of like Zion, but I don't know. I don't know about Zion. I never had like good faith in him.
Yeah, it's like even Zion isn't as hyped, and right now he's injured, so we don't really know if he's good.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's no player like that, like LeBron level. But I don't think there ever will be.
I don't know. Maybe his son.
I don't think his son's very good.
I don't know. Without LeBron, the NBA would be like so shit.
Yeah.
Like he kept that shit alive for like 2 decades. Bro, this
So what are you doing
Fortnite
later
gameplay
today?
is ridiculous. I am I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna make some pancakes actually. I bought these protein pancakes. I'm gonna buy those. I have to finish this assignment and then I have to get started on final studying
I see.
officially. Yeah, I'm kind of excited actually.
To study?
Yeah, Like
Why?
it's
Just to get started?
well, yeah, just to get started. And I made a checklist, like this huge checklist, and I love filling it in. So yeah. See, it's like small things like that that can really affect your studying.
Checklist?
Yeah, like it's such a small thing, but when you have so many things on there and like one by one when you finish it, you get such like a satisfaction.
Yeah.
It's like climbing a mountain or like hiking. When you're doing it for like 3 or 4 hours and you get to the very top, it's very fulfilling.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Breaking it down into small steps and stuff. I
Yeah.
gotta work on that sort of stuff though.
Like what?
Like productivity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm like super productive, but
Mm-hmm.
it helps. I'm not excited for winter break though.
Why not?
I don't know, man. It's so boring. I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like usually I hang out with my family, which is really nice. I like to be around them and catch up and see how things are at the house. But after a while, it's like fuck, man. I don't know what to do.
Are you gonna be in Calgary?
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave on the 20th. 20th, yeah,
Wait, to where?
to Calgary.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Like I'm gonna stay here for a few days
Mm,
because yeah.
maybe I'll come up or down.
When are you getting here? You said 19th, right?
19th or 20th. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'm hyper. I'm still hyped for school.
It's nice because you're hyped for school.
So excited.
So is this your final year, or is it still technically your third year?
No, I'm still in third year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my school and your school is very different in terms of like how we study and what we study.
Oh yeah, I know. I think our experiences are super different.
Yeah, because with you, it's like all application type questions with like math and like functions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I have none of that, and like I'm grateful for not having any of that because I don't think I could like that. I don't think I could do well in that.
Yeah, and I'm grateful I'm not in science because I feel like I'd have to study so much.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, man.
Yeah. And that's what I enjoy about school is I have so much free time.
Yeah, but don't you also have free time when you're working?
Like you do, but you're also at work for 8 hours a day, which is super annoying.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It's a long time. And then you have to commute and you have to eat and get enough sleep. So I feel like it's just hard. For school, you don't have to go to school
Yeah,
if you don't want to.
that is true. Like, it's funny, over the summer, after I didn't have school, I had like no structure in my life. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I could literally sleep whenever, wake up whenever, I could
Mm-hmm.
eat whatever. I just had to like, I could get enough sleep any night pretty much. But then
Mm-hmm.
when I got a job, I was like, okay, now I actually have to like set boundaries for myself.
Yeah,
And that's really annoying. But I think it's also a good thing because you learn a lot from that.
you do, but that's like scaring me
In what way?
that I have to do that forever.
Yeah, I guess that is very constricting.
Right now, that is like the biggest fear I have right now.
But aren't you enjoying it though?
Working?
Yeah, like making
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, making money is good, but I also really like my freedom.
Yeah, well, I can see why you're excited for school then.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna miss school for sure.
When you graduate or
Yeah, like at least my undergrad, because if I end up doing a master's, I know that it's gonna be very different than undergrad.
yeah.
Like with masters, that's much more like research intensive, and you have to like really, really know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with undergrad, like it's all bullshit. It's like multiple choice and shit.
Yeah.
It's
Masters is where
like
it gets real.
yeah, like with with undergrad, it's more to do with recognition of
Mm-hmm.
what you know, whereas
Mm-hmm.
with masters, it's like recall, which is a lot harder.
I feel like undergrad is like, at least what program I'm in. I don't know. I feel like university is kind of BS. I don't know if you feel that way.
I kind of do because I see people making so much more money without an undergrad, and like, okay, the means, or sorry, the cultural goals are all the same in the end. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we all want to make money, we want to be happy, we want to have a family,
Mm-hmm.
but the means to get those goals, it varies so much between people.
Yeah.
Like, either you go the legitimate way of going through schooling and working your way up to the top, or you can go the illegitimate way, whether that be like drug dealing or sex trafficking or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
make significantly more money that way, and at a younger age.
Yeah. I feel like maybe it's just because of our culture, but there's a very like high there's a very big importance put on school. Not that I don't like school. I love school. Like I love high school. I love learning and stuff. And university is awesome.
Mhm.
But just from a young age, I haven't had like my only idea of growing up was to go to school. Was to become like uh, a professional in engineering or like medicine or something or science, and work that way.
Yeah,
But I realized that life is a lot more like there's a lot more you could do than just that.
yeah,
And
for sure.
yeah, and I didn't realize that. Maybe that's like very like normal for people to understand and realize, but at least from my cultural like upbringing, it's very weird to realize that at an age at like age of 21.
Yeah, I don't know. But you still have an education though. That's like it's a very valuable thing to have.
Yeah, like
Even if you end up doing the same thing as someone who came out of high school,
mhm.
like, having that degree is definitely going to help you in the future.
Yeah, I'm not saying my degree is bad or like I don't want it because I'm really proud of it. I do really like it. Not that I have it yet, but it's just it's just weird. It's just weird that I didn't have to do this. But to me, when I was like growing up, I'm like I just knew that okay, of course I'm gonna do it. Of course. What other route
Yeah,
would there even be?
yeah. That has a lot to do with like our parents, because I feel like especially immigrant parents always want to have like your child to have an education, and that's expected from them.
And I really like them. Like I really like that they instilled a value of education in me. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's very important.
Hmm.
Yeah, but even if I don't know, the thing is, I was thinking about this earlier. Even if I got a job where like I don't need to use my degree in it,
Hmm.
like it's rendered useless within the job that I have, I'm
Hmm.
still very happy that I have the education, because I
Yeah.
still learned so much from just going through the process of, like, actually going to campus every day and or interacting with people and
Yeah.
learning these interesting topics. Like, it's not like it's useless per se. Like, in my job it might be, but within life I think it's very valuable.
Hmm. I think um I think that's what I value the most about university and why I would like people to go. Not necessarily for the education or the career aspect, but socially, it's such like an interesting thing to go through when you're 18 years old and you go to this place with a bunch of other kids and you have to figure it out on all by yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to go through that or just have that experience. And of course, you have a lot of fun times there too. Like you get to meet a lot of people, you get to go to parties, experiment with whatever you want to do. I think
Hmm.
I think those experiences are really awesome.
Yep. And I think it also teaches you a lot about responsibility.
Mm.
Like, for me, like, I live by myself at an apartment, and I
Mhm.
have to go to school every single day. I have to, run errands. I have to clean up my place. I have to grocery shop, cook for myself. So, like, being able to manage your time and study and do well in classes, along with being able to cook and meal prep and, you know, like everything that you do when you're living by yourself, or even when you're in university in general, like it's all towards a common goal, and that's to become like a more like responsible person, I think, more than anything. Because when you're out of high school and you're kind of just working, like it's different, I think, when you have like a set schedule and you have to wake up and do all that stuff. But when you have university, like you have so many more options. Like you can skip school if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
And I do that too. Like sometimes I skip classes because I don't need to go there. But having the option is like it's very important, I think. Because that's like when you really learn like about yourself and like what kind of person you are.
Yeah. And I think it really gets you out of your comfort zone, gets you talking to people who had a different life experience than you, which I think is super important.
Bro, that's the one thing I didn't realize. Like when I first came to university, there's a lot of things I didn't realize about it. Like it's just very different from high school, obviously. But the one thing I didn't notice was how uninteresting some people are, and like how different they are from me and like the people I grew up around.
Okay.
And I think that has a lot to do with like the places where we grew up compared to where they grew up. Like we grew up in a small town where a lot of people know each other, and everyone's like a lot more down to earth because there's really nothing to do there, right? Whereas for people from here, it's like they've seen what others are like. Like they've seen that people are like untrustworthy, that people are they can backstab you, and I think that's why there's so much like they put up a shield and a shell. And in the beginning, I feel like a lot of them just don't seem like people, and it's weird. But like the more you talk to them, the more they like it's like an onion, you like peel off their layers. And I don't know if everyone's like that. Like the people I've talked to anyways are like that, where in the beginning it's just so boring to talk to, and then you actually like sit with them like by themselves, and it's like it's crazy. Whereas for me, like if I met anyone new, I would instantly like I don't know, try to be interesting, or like you know what I mean? So that's something I wasn't expecting, because I have to like treat different people differently. Whether it be like through humor, or whether it be through like how much I can say personally.
Okay.
But yeah. Yo, how long are we going on for?
It's been going for a long time.
Like
we should probably call
an
it
hour and a half.
It might have been 2 hours. But you know what I thought? I've been thinking, I can just literally make this in 2.
Yeah, you could.
Because we had a very like strong and solid like one topic opening at the very beginning, and that went on for like an hour.
Yeah, it's actually a good idea. We can stop. I don't know when we can stop, but yeah.
Yeah. There's a point where we stop talking about social media stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably where. Yeah.
All right. Lit.
Well, there you go. I guess that's the ending.
That was the litmus test, episode 2 and maybe 3. and or 3.